Hey guys, we're going to look at how to say what the weather is like today. So, if you look at your list, which is in your folder, you're going to see a lot of different words, and some of them are going to mean virtually the same thing. Raider, stop messing with the cord. The cat has decided to attack the cord. So, you're going to see several different words. Stop attacking the couch. That mean like rain. So there's going to be one that's rain. There's going to be one that's rainy. And then I'm going to show you how to say like it is raining. So a verb form. So we've got a noun, we've got an adjective, and we've got a verb. So let's look at how you use those in a sentence. The first one is probably the easiest. So I'm going to split this up. We'll see if this gives me enough room. So the first way is probably the easiest, to use the adjective form. Remember that on your list, adjectives will not be capitalized. And really, they won't be capitalized anywhere unless they're the beginning of a sentence. But I'm trying to think if there's a good way to use, like, I don't know, when you would use an adjective at the beginning of the sentence. I'm not thinking of a way right now, but I guess I don't want to rule it out. So, let's start with adjectives. Oh, no. So when you have an adjective and you're talking about the weather, it's easiest to just say, it is blank. So if you just say, es ist blank. And you really don't even need to say like outside or anything like that. I guess maybe this is my own fault. Maybe I should be more specific. But whenever somebody says it's raining, I don't ask, is it raining inside or outside? Like, that's not really a situation that comes up. Maybe if it was raining money, but I don't think that that's really a situation that comes up very often. If it does for you, please tell me where it is that you're hanging out, because that would be pretty rad. But so you don't need to add like outside. If the sentence says like, translate the sentence, it is raining outside, it's fine with me if you say it's raining at this point. So if we use the example of like it is rainy, and make sure that you're not using like it is raining or the sun is shining. That's gonna be a different thing, I guess. But like if you say it is rainy, es ist regnerisch. So es ist regnerisch. Again, it's just es and then ist and then your adverb. You can do it with like the other ones. So if you look on your list, es ist verschneit. Es ist windig. Es ist sonnig. Pretty much, most of the little words on your list that that aren't a verb. And I'm trying to think. Really, I don't have any verbs on your list. Let me make sure that's correct. Yes, so it should be almost any word that is that's not capitalized. You could use a lot of different things. I'm going to add one more because this one is not on your list, unless I add it in the next couple of minutes. So nebelig, that's going to mean it is foggy. Most of these end in ig. It's, again, the other two show you that that's not always the case, but it's going to be like, you can use this with es ist kalt, es ist heiß, es ist kühl, es ist frostig, es ist trocken, es ist nass, es ist klar. So any of those are going to work. All right. So then we'll look at verbs. So for the most part, it's just going to be S blanks. And you can do this by pretty much just, conjugating the verb and putting it in that blank. So most of these verbs are going to conjugate regularly. I'm going to go ahead and, tell you basically the big ones that you need to know. There's going to be another verb form that we'll look at, but we won't worry about it right now. So, es regnet. That means it's rainy. Es schneit. Means it's snowy. Windy, don't worry about that one. Sunny we'll look at in a minute. These are going to be the big ones as far as this is concerned. There is going to be a different one, though, for sunny, and that's going to be die Sonne scheint. Okay, so I want you to look at these last two that I did. Die Sonne scheint means the sun is shining. Es schneit means that it is snowing. So I want you to make sure that you don't mix those two up. Schneit and scheint. Really, Schnee is kind of the root form of schneit. That means like just snow in general. Scheint sounds like shines or is shining or whatever. So you are going to just make sure that you don't mix up those letters. Okay, so we had adjectives, we had verbs, and let's have some nouns. Let's see. Nouns. So, first of all, let's look at how you say there is. Oops. So there is a phrase that's best translated to es gibt. We haven't worked with geben, but if you directly translate this, it's not going to make sense to you. So es gibt literally translates to like it gives. But that's not what it actually means. That's a literal translation, but it's not what it means. What it means is there is. So you could use this with just about any noun. Es gibt eine Katze in meinem Fenster. There is a cat in my window, which there is. She's trying to poach some birds. Es gibt ein Mädchen. Es gibt eine Schule. Es gibt ein Buch. Basically, you can put it with any noun to say there is. And so remember that nouns in German are always capitalized, whether they're proper nouns or not. So, let's see. Es gibt Regen. Es gibt Schnee. It's terrible writing, I apologize. Es gibt Wind. Es gibt Sonne. Es gibt Nebel. Es gibt ein Gewitter. There's storms. Es gibt Donner. There's thunder. Es gibt Blitzen. There's lightning. So, again, with any of the nouns, you can pretty much put this sentence structure. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oops. Let's cross that T. Okay. I'm going to go to the next slide now just to kind of put these together. So right now, outside, April 28th, 2020, it is sunny. So if I ask the question, wie ist das Wetter heute? This is going to literally translate to how is the weather today? So it's something that does translate just directly. So when I look outside, it's sunny. So I can say, es ist sonnig. Or I could say, die Sonne scheint. It's a little bit windy. I'll tell you how to say a little bit, but I don't necessarily need that. Like, if there's wind, if you're like, I see that there's wind, it's okay to me if you say that it's windy and just leave it at that. Some of these things like hot, cool, wind, like, it's kind of subjective because, like, if you meet somebody from Minnesota or Minneapolis or whatever, and you talk about like, oh, it's kind of cold outside, they're like, this isn't cold, like, it's usually like -80 in Minnesota, and you're like, all right, bro, like, chill, literally. And if you go to Texas and you're like, wow, it's kind of hot outside, it's like 105, they're like, well, it's usually 130, so this isn't hot, type of thing. So some of these terms are kind of subjective. So, whatever you deem it. I mean, if there isn't a cloud in the sky, don't say like, yes, it's raining, because it's probably not. But if you want to call it windy because there's a little bit of wind, like, I'm fine with that. If it's comfortable to you, if it's a little chilly to you, if it's a little hot to you, like, use the term that you feel like is going to make the most sense. That's what language is all about. So, es ist windig. If you want to talk about how hot it is or how cold it is, in Germany they use the metric system. So they're going to use Celsius. We use Fahrenheit. That's going to give you a little bit different reading. So if you tell somebody from Germany, like, oh yeah, it's going to get up to 80 today, they're going to be like, well, 100 is literally boiling, so that is excessively hot. So, like, just know that when you look at some of these things, it's probably going to be in Celsius, whereas we would use Fahrenheit. So I'm just going to ballpark at about 60 degrees right now. Es ist 60 Grad. This is Fahrenheit. You can say 60 Grad Fahrenheit. I guess if it's an assignment, assume that it's Celsius, but if you're writing it, I'm going to assume that it's Fahrenheit. Is kind of what I'll default to. Es ist klar. Sky looks pretty blue from here. I can't see a lot of it out of my window, but it looks pretty blue. Es ist cool. And think about some words that we've used in other contexts. Honestly, I think it's pretty nice. It's a day that I'd want to go walk the dog. I might do that after, I get done with doing school stuff. It'd be a good day for a picnic or for a hike, or if I was into hiking. So it's really a nice day. So I'm going to say, es ist schön. So think about, we would use that as like, yeah, it's a beautiful day today. In English, we'd use that the same way in German. You don't need like es ist sonnig and die Sonne scheint, but that's it is what it is. Yeah, I think that's it.